In the cycles of time, destruction is not an end but a beginning. These profound words encapsulate the essence of one of Hinduism's most enigmatic deities, Lord Shiva, the god of destruction. But how does a deity known for his role in destruction also embody compassion and reverence? Why does Lord Shiva, who represents the end of one cycle, hold a cherished place in the hearts of millions? Throughout this video, we will delve into the paradox of Shiva's nature, the destroyer who is also a nurturer. We'll explore how his actions, while often perceived as destructive, are integral to the cycle of existence, making way for new creation and growth. We'll uncover the symbolism behind his divine attributes, delve into key myths and legends, and understand his profound impact on spirituality and modern worship. Enjoy our today's episode as we unravel the layers of Lord Shiva's divine nature and discover the deeper meaning behind his role in the grand cosmic order. To understand Lord Shiva's role as the god of destruction, we must first explore his place within the Hindu Trinity, or Trimurti. This sacred triad is central to Hindu cosmology and represents the three fundamental aspects of divine activity. The Trimurti consists of three gods: Brahma, the creator; Vishnu, the preserver; and Shiva, the destroyer. Each of these deities plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance of the cosmos. Brahma brings the universe into existence, Vishnu sustains it, and Shiva, with his power of destruction, clears the way for new creation. This trinity represents the endless cycle of birth, life, death, and rebirth, a cycle that governs not only the physical world but also spiritual evolution. Brahma, the creator, is depicted with four faces, each representing one of the Vedas, the ancient scriptures of Hinduism. He is the architect of the universe, responsible for bringing forth creation from the void. Vishnu, the preserver, is shown with a serene expression and often adorned with various symbols of protection and preservation. He maintains the balance of the universe, ensuring that creation continues in harmony. And then we have Shiva, the destroyer. Unlike destruction in the human sense, which often implies a final end, Shiva's role is more nuanced. He embodies the aspect of dissolution that is necessary for regeneration. Destruction, in this context, is not an end, but a transformative process that clears the way for new beginnings. In the grand cosmic cycle, destruction is an essential phase. Just as Brahma initiates creation and Vishnu maintains it, Shiva's role in destruction is crucial for the cycle to continue. Without destruction, the universe would stagnate, unable to renew itself or evolve. Shiva's actions ensure that the universe remains dynamic and ever-changing, paving the way for new creation and growth. Through his cosmic dance, or Tandava, Shiva not only destroys but also recreates. This dance represents the rhythmic cycle of creation, preservation, and dissolution. It's a reminder that destruction is an integral part of life's continuous cycle, like making way for new possibilities and transformation as a deeply spiritual process that allows for the continuation of existence. Just as a forest fire, while destructive, clears dead wood and allows new life to flourish, Shiva's role ensures that stagnation is broken and the cycle of life continues. Thus, Shiva's role as the destroyer is a vital part of the cosmic order. It signifies the necessary end of one phase to make room for the next. Understanding Shiva's place within the Hindu Trinity helps us appreciate how destruction and creation are interconnected and essential for the evolution of the universe. By acknowledging Shiva's unique role, we gain insight into the deeper rhythms of existence and the profound balance that governs our universe. Regarding this Shiva's dual nature, it is also reflected in his many forms and manifestations. As Mahakala, he represents time, which devours all things. Time is both a destroyer and a creator, giving birth to new moments even as it consumes the past. As Rudra, Shiva is fierce and wrathful, but this fury is aimed at eliminating evil and restoring righteousness. On the other hand, as Shankara, he is the embodiment of benevolence, bringing peace and blessings to his devotees. This dual nature is a reminder that destruction is not to be feared, but understood as a necessary aspect of existence. Lord Shiva is not just a deity. He is a complex symbol of various philosophical and spiritual concepts. His physical attributes are laden with deep meaning, each representing a different facet of his divine nature. Let's explore the rich symbolism behind Shiva's unique features. First, we have Shiva's third eye, located in the center of his forehead. This eye symbolizes perception beyond ordinary sight. It represents the ability to see the true nature of reality, transcending illusion and superficial appearances. It represents higher consciousness, wisdom, and the ability to see beyond ordinary perception. It symbolizes the power to burn away illusion and ignorance, revealing the deeper truths of the universe. When Shiva opens this eye, it is said to unleash powerful energy capable of both creation and destruction. This divine insight allows Shiva to perceive the universe's true essence and navigate the cosmic order. Next, let's look at the crescent moon adorning Shiva's head. This crescent moon is not merely an accessory, but a profound symbol. It signifies the cyclical nature of time and the phases of life. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, Shiva embodies the endless cycles of birth, growth, decay, and rebirth. The moon also represents calmness and control by reflecting Shiva's mastery over the mind and emotions. Another striking feature is the snake wrapped around Shiva's neck. The snake, or Naga, symbolizes several aspects of Shiva's divine persona. It represents both power and immortality, signifying his control over primal forces. Additionally, the snake embodies transformation and renewal, as it sheds its skin and emerges anew. This reflects Shiva's role in overseeing the cycles of destruction and regeneration. Shiva's trident, or Trishula, is another important symbol. The trident has three prongs representing various triads in Hindu philosophy, such as creation, preservation, and destruction, as well as the three gunas, or qualities of nature: sattva, goodness; rajas, passion; and tamas, ignorance. The trident signifies Shiva's dominion over these cosmic forces and his role in maintaining balance among them. Finally, let's explore the story of the Ganga River flowing from Shiva's locks. According to Hindu mythology, the Ganga, a sacred river, descended from the heavens to earth. To prevent its powerful descent from destroying the world, Shiva caught the river in his matted hair and gently released it. This act symbolizes Shiva's role as a protector and nurturer. The Ganga itself is a symbol of purity, spiritual cleansing, and the flow of life. Shiva's connection to the Ganga signifies his role as a purifier, both of the physical world and the soul. The flowing of the Ganga from Shiva's hair represents the flow of divine grace and the life-giving water of spiritual knowledge that Shiva bestows upon the world. Each of these symbols, the third eye, the crescent moon, the snake, the trident, and the Ganga, contributes to the rich tapestry of Lord Shiva's divine persona. Together, they illustrate his multifaceted nature as a deity who embodies wisdom, transformation, and cosmic balance. Lord Shiva is not only a figure of profound symbolism, but also a central character in numerous captivating stories. These stories not only highlight his divine qualities, but also illustrate the deeper philosophical and spiritual teachings of Hinduism. Let's explore some of the most significant stories associated with Shiva. Our first story is the story of Shiva as Nataraja, the Lord of the Dance. This form of Shiva embodies the cosmic cycle of creation, preservation, and destruction. According to Hindu mythology, Shiva performs the Tandava dance to destroy the weary universe and prepare it for its renewal. The story of Nataraja is deeply symbolic. With one foot pressing down on the demon of ignorance, Apasmara, Shiva signifies the destruction of ignorance and the awakening of truth. His raised foot represents liberation, the ultimate goal of life in Hindu philosophy. In his hands, Shiva holds a drum, symbolizing creation, and a flame, symbolizing destruction. Together, these elements highlight Shiva's role as the cosmic dancer who balances the forces of creation and destruction. Another key story is Shiva's marriage to Parvati, the goddess of fertility, love, and devotion. According to the story, Parvati, the daughter of the mountain king Himavan, is considered the reincarnation of Sati, Shiva's first wife, who immolated herself after her father insulted Shiva. Overcome with grief, Shiva withdrew from the world and immersed himself in deep meditation. The universe began to suffer due to his absence, leading the gods to seek out Parvati to bring Shiva back to the world. Parvati's devotion and penance eventually won Shiva's heart, leading to their union. This marriage is symbolic of the balance between asceticism and worldly life. Parvati represents Shakti, the feminine energy that complements Shiva's masculine energy, embodying the concept of Ardhanarishvara, where Shiva and Parvati are fused into a single form, representing the unity of opposites. Their union also signifies the importance of balance in life, where spirituality and worldly responsibilities coexist harmoniously. The story of Shiva and Parvati is not just about love and devotion. It also reflects deeper philosophical concepts in Hinduism, such as the necessity of balance between austerity and activity, meditation and engagement with the world. This myth serves as a reminder that spiritual growth often requires both inner reflection and outward action. Another of the most famous stories involving Shiva is the churning of the ocean, or Samudra Manthan. According to this legend, both the gods, devas, and demons, asuras, sought the nectar of immortality, amrita, which lay hidden in the depths of the cosmic ocean. They agreed to work together to churn the ocean and bring the nectar to the surface. Using the serpent Vasuki as a rope and Mount Mandara as a churning rod, the gods and demons began their task. However, as they churned, a deadly poison called hala hala emerged from the ocean, threatening to destroy all of creation. In desperation, the gods turned to Lord Shiva for help. Without hesitation, Shiva drank the poison to save the world, but he did not swallow it. Instead, he held it in his throat, which turned blue from the potent venom, earning him the name Nilakantha, or the blue-throated one. This act of sacrifice and protection highlights Shiva's role as a savior and protector, willing to endure great pain for the benefit of the universe. The Samudra Manthan myth is rich with symbolism. The poison represents the challenges and suffering that arise in the pursuit of spiritual goals, while Shiva's act of holding the poison in his throat symbolizes the containment of destructive forces within us, without allowing them to consume us. This story also underscores the theme of balance between good and evil, creation and destruction, that is central to Shiva's character. These stories not only reflect his multifaceted nature, but also offer profound insights into the principles of balance, sacrifice, and spiritual unity. Lord Shiva is revered not only as the god of destruction, but also as the ultimate yogi, the embodiment of meditation and asceticism. In Hindu tradition, Shiva is often depicted sitting in deep meditation on Mount Kailash, his abode, completely detached from the material world. This image of Shiva represents the ideal of a yogi. The term yogi itself is derived from yoga, which means union. Shiva's meditative practices embody the union of individual consciousness with the universal spirit. His example inspires countless practitioners to seek enlightenment through discipline, self-control, and spiritual practice. Shiva's meditation is not just a withdrawal from the world. It is a powerful state of concentration that transcends the physical realm, connecting with the ultimate reality, or Brahma. Shiva's role as a meditative ascetic is central to many spiritual practices in Hinduism. He is considered the patron of yoga, particularly the practice of Raja Yoga, which emphasizes meditation and mental discipline as the path to spiritual enlightenment. Devotees who seek to follow in Shiva's footsteps often engage in rigorous meditation, aiming to attain the same state of inner peace and spiritual insight that Shiva embodies. His meditative posture, with his eyes closed and his body motionless, symbolizes the stillness of the mind that one must achieve to realize the true nature of the self and the universe. Shiva's role as a meditative figure also extends to his interactions with devotees and followers. He is seen as a compassionate teacher and guide, offering wisdom and insight to those seeking spiritual growth. His teachings emphasize the importance of self-realization and the practice of meditation as a means to attain liberation from the cycle of birth and death. The principles of meditation and mindfulness, which are central to many spiritual traditions around the world, can be traced back to the teachings and practices associated with Shiva. Techniques such as focusing on the third eye, chanting Om, considered the primordial sound linked to Shiva, and practicing breath control pranayama are all integral aspects of Shiva-centered meditation. The concept of Shiva consciousness, a state of pure awareness and union with the divine, is a goal for many practitioners of meditation. Achieving this state requires one to go beyond the ego and individual identity, merging with the universal consciousness that Shiva represents. In addition to his role as a meditative ascetic, Shiva is also seen as the ultimate symbol of renunciation and detachment. His simple attire, consisting of animal skins, ash smeared across his body, and a minimalistic lifestyle, reflects his complete renunciation of worldly possessions and desires. Shiva's lifestyle is a powerful statement about the importance of detachment in the spiritual journey. By renouncing material attachments, one can focus on the pursuit of spiritual knowledge and liberation. Shiva's detachment is further illustrated by his association with the cremation grounds, where he is said to reside. This association symbolizes the impermanence of life and the inevitability of death, reminding devotees that attachment to the physical body and worldly possessions is futile. Shiva's presence in such a setting also represents his transcendence over death and his role as the Lord of Time, Mahakala, who destroys the illusion of the material world. For many devotees, Shiva's renunciation serves as an inspiration to lead a life of simplicity and to focus on the higher goals of spiritual growth and self-realization. His teachings encourage followers to cultivate vairagya, dispassion, and to detach from the fleeting pleasures of the world in favor of lasting spiritual fulfillment. Lord Shiva continues to be one of the most widely worshipped deities in Hinduism, with countless temples dedicated to him across India and around the world. Among the most famous are the Jyotirlingas, 12 sacred shrines where Shiva is believed to have manifested as a column of light. Each of these temples, such as the Kashi Vishwanath in Varanasi and the Somnath Temple in Gujarat, holds a unique place in Hindu tradition, attracting millions of devotees who seek Shiva's blessings. The worship of Shiva involves a variety of rituals, many of which are centered around the lingam, a symbol of Shiva's formless aspect. Devotees perform abhishekam, a ritual bathing of the lingam with water, milk, honey, and other sacred substances, which is believed to purify the soul and earn Shiva's favor. Chanting of the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, a powerful incantation dedicated to Shiva, is another common practice, particularly during times of illness or adversity. This mantra is revered for its supposed ability to conquer death and grant spiritual and physical well-being. Shiva's festivals are also significant events in the Hindu calendar. Mahashivaratri, the Great Night of Shiva, is one of the most important festivals dedicated to him. On this night, devotees fast, meditate, and chant prayers, believing that worshiping Shiva with devotion on this occasion will bring them closer to spiritual liberation. The festival symbolizes the overcoming of darkness and ignorance in one's life through Shiva's grace. According to Shiva's influence, it extends beyond the borders of India, impacting spiritual practices and cultural expressions worldwide. His image as a meditative ascetic, as well as his role as the cosmic dancer Nataraja, resonates with people from various spiritual traditions, including Buddhism and Jainism. In Buddhism, for example, Shiva is sometimes revered as a protector deity, while in the Jain tradition, aspects of Shiva's symbolism are integrated into their religious practices. In the modern world, Shiva has also become a cultural icon, representing the ideals of asceticism, yoga, and cosmic balance. His depiction in art, literature, and popular culture has made him a symbol of the eternal struggle between creation and destruction, as well as the quest for spiritual enlightenment. Yoga communities around the globe often invoke Shiva in their practices, drawing inspiration from his discipline and connection to the divine. Moreover, the principles associated with Shiva, such as meditation, mindfulness, and the balance between destruction and creation, are embraced by spiritual seekers and practitioners worldwide. These concepts have been integrated into various forms of holistic practices, including yoga, meditation retreats, and spiritual workshops. Shiva's global influence demonstrates the universal appeal of his teachings and the timeless relevance of his role in the spiritual journey. In modern times, Shiva's worship and influence remain as potent as ever. Whether through the grand rituals performed in ancient temples or the meditative practices followed in contemporary yoga studios, Shiva's presence continues to guide millions on their spiritual paths. His ability to transcend time, culture, and geography speaks to the universal nature of his teachings and the enduring power of his symbolism. And so we come to the end of this video. In understanding Shiva, we learn that destruction is not an end, but a pathway to new beginnings. Shiva teaches us that life is a continuous cycle, where endings lead to new opportunities and transformations. His dual nature, being both a destroyer and a compassionate protector, reminds us that challenges and hardships are integral parts of life's journey, and overcoming them leads to growth and renewal. If you found this exploration of Lord Shiva insightful, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might be interested in the rich tapestry of Hindu spirituality and mythology. For more deep dives into fascinating topics like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments below which aspect of Shiva you found most intriguing, or if there's another deity or topic you'd like us to explore in the future. Until next time, keep seeking, keep learning, and may the wisdom of the divine guide your path. Namaskar.